So there's a new old school RuneScape speedrunning game mode that just came out for quests, and I thought, hey, I'm pretty alright at RuneScape, and you know, I got the quest cape and all that. Maybe this will be fun. Well, wrong. I was so damn wrong. This minigame is absolute horseshit. Okay, maybe I'm overreacting a little bit, but I won't lie, if you try to do the quests fast by going for the highest platinum tier trophies, it can get a little intense, as a misclick or two could mean the end of your entire run. No, I just teleported my fucking Anyways, let's speedrun these quests and see if we could get any platinum trophies, starting with Cook's Assistant. Alright, so you only need a sub 2 minutes to get a platinum trophy here, which really isn't that bad, as my first run I got just over 2 minutes, so I don't know if I'm a natural or something, but I think we could get the platinum here. So after doing some research, I figured out a more efficient strategy where you just run through the back, talk to this stranger where you buy a bucket off of him, and then you just keep running north to get all the rest of the ingredients you need for the cake before teleporting back to the chef. Really straightforward and not too hard, which leaves you thinking, hey, maybe I'm pretty good at this whole speedrunning thing. Have I finally figured out what I'm talented at?
That's a good one!
Then you start speedrunning the next quest, which is Ernest the Chicken, and you realize you're absolute dog shit at the game, and it's probably best to just uninstall at this point. But in like all seriousness, guys, you need a sub 4 minutes to get platinum here, which I found to be pretty damn hard, and there isn't even really a solid strategy here, at least that I know about, except for getting the items in an efficient order and just doing the quest as quickly as possible with basically no stops. Like one little misclick and you're screwed. This is fucking bullshit. I won't lie, I probably ran through this quest like 30 to 40 times and had so many close calls. Oh my, you're lying. 1.2 seconds over, you're lying. No way. But we kept persevering, boys, and eventually I clocked in at 4 minutes on the dot. And yes, that's exactly the cutoff time for platinum without a millisecond to spare. So you see, guys, it's not really about how you win, it's just about winning. Anyways though, next up we had the Vampyre Slayer quest, which you needed a sub 315 in for platinum. Honestly, this wasn't nearly as bad as Ernest the Chicken. Well, when I say not nearly as bad, don't get me wrong, it was still hard as fuck. Like, you need to follow a specifically efficient path while making little to no mistakes throughout the whole 3 minutes, so yeah, still pretty rough, but honestly, if you want to get platinum in any of these quests, you're gonna have to follow some kind of speedrunning path and do it pretty good, so yeah, there's not really any way to get around that. Also, the main annoying thing about this quest is the RNG of killing the vampire at the very end. Like in this clip, I got in at a pretty solid pace, but of course hit a ton of damn zeros. But honestly, guys, I can't even complain too much because we did get lucky eventually killing this mofo on a run that wasn't even too bad. It took me about like a dozen tries to get the speed run to platinum, so can't be too mad about this one. So next on the list is Demon Slayer, and the time to beat here is 8 minutes. Now obviously with a longer quest there's more room for error, so yeah, I spent multiple hours grinding this one, but at least there was a pretty specific speedrun strategy to follow, so you kinda always knew what you had to do. It's not super complicated either, as in the beginning you're just following the quest helper, but as soon as you get the second key you're gonna teleport to Soul Wars, bank almost everything in your inventory, and then go through the portal to get to Edgeville. From there you'll run towards the dungeon where you want to collect these bones off the ground while hopping worlds. That is until you get 25 bones, which is the amount you need for the final third key. Also, as a little side tip here, make sure to set your NPC attack options to always right click, otherwise you'll click on one of the mobs in here and ruin your whole run like me. Baloney. Anyways, after getting the bones, I immediately teleported a Lumbridge and ran to Drainer to get a Chronicle with 2 teleport cards and the rest of the keys in my bank. Then you pretty much just run to the Wizard Tower to get your final key, and then get back to Sir Prisson and Varrock with the Chronicle teleport so that he can give you the Arclight Sword, which you'll use to kill the final ugly ass demon and get that nice platinum trophy. Now, of course, this sounds easy, but there's a lot of random bullshit that can mess you up, like especially at the end when you have to kill this demon, and sometimes these wizards will randomly just hit you and prevent you from even being able to attack the demon. It's so damn janky and just makes you want to... Alright, now it's time for the real test, which is Dragon Slayer. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, back in like 2008 when I was playing this game as a little ass kid, it took me a whole week to finish this quest, so I don't know how I'm gonna do it under the 18 minutes for platinum. There's also a solid amount of research and practice to do for this quest since it's pretty long, so I thought, screw all that, let's just raw dog the first attempt and see where we're at. Well, shit guys, we barely got silver. This is gonna be painful. I'm determined to get this platinum though, so I watched a good amount of other people doing this speedrun just to get a strategy down, and then I made some markers around the map to reference while doing the run, and finally just started grinding out Dragon Slayer. Now I'm not really gonna go over this quest or the strategy since it's kinda long, but I do want to mention that there are two ways to kill the dragon at the end, which is either with an adamant sword or a bow and arrow. But honestly guys, if you're not that great at the game like me, then I would just highly recommend sticking with the sword method because it makes the fight at the end so much more simpler, while with the bow you're gonna have to make some precise switches while trying to kill the dragon, which is probably gonna leave you dead, or in my case, dead before you could even hit the dragon. I will say though, the range method is supposed to be a little bit faster if you can pull it off right, so just something to consider. Anyways though, I spent probably about 6 to 7 hours here trying to get my time down and was making some progress, but I was still pretty far from that 18-minute pace for platinum, so eventually I was ready to just quit and accept that speedrunning isn't for me. But then the very next day, Jagex releases an update changing the platinum time for Dragon Slayer from 18 minutes to 19 minutes. So I decided to give this quest one more shot, and within the first couple tries, I got that beautiful platinum trophy. Now I won't lie, I gotta give a big thanks to Jagex here because I was seriously about to just settle for a gold, but now we don't have to, and I got this fat ass platinum trophy to prove that I did it and show off to everyone. On top of that, I was able to get some stuff from the reward shop, and the big purchase I made was this clock which ticks faster as you move. Whee! Alright though, if you made it this far, please drop a like and consider subscribing as it really helps me out, and I hope my speedrunning journey was a little entertaining for y'all, and let me know in the comments if you tried these speedruns yourself and what you think of them. But anyways guys, have a good ass day and thanks for watching.